Hey everybody, this is the most exciting time of Intro to Business. You know what it's all about? Producing your own business plan. We're about to compile all the information you've learned all semester. You know, you heard me tell all these random stories, all this random, make these jokes that you all kind of laughed at sometimes. I don't know, y'all being funny. But here's the thing. Now it's all about producing a business plan. Now, what is your assignment? That's always the question. What is your assignment? It's very simple. You're going to build a business from scratch. You're going to build a business from scratch. So let me knock these things out from the very beginning. No franchises. You can't say I'm going to do a McDonald's. No franchise. Absolutely no. No franchises. You have to look for your uniqueness. You have to solve a problem. So think about this. No franchises. Be unique. Solve a problem. No franchises. Be unique. Solve a problem. It can be a nonprofit organization. If you choose to do a nonprofit organization, completely cool. So whatever lane you want to drive in, the key thing is to stay in that lane. Where do most people make their mistakes? From the very beginning, where do most people make their mistakes? Not solving a problem. Does that make sense? This does not mean that you have to come up with something revolutionary that no one has ever come up with before. That's not what I mean by solving a problem. But it may be a particular business idea that you have does not operate in a particular area. So does that make sense when you're solving a problem? It's not coming up with something revolutionary. If you come up with something revolutionary, go for it. But generally speaking, it's about solving a problem to people who have the problem. Does that make sense? That may mean bringing a certain type of restaurant to an area that doesn't have one. Does that make sense? It could mean opening a daycare facility in an area where all the ones have horrible ratings. Does that make sense? So you want to solve a problem. Does that make sense? If you want to lose credit from the very beginning, give me something that does not clearly solve a problem, right? You have to have a clear target market, solve a clear problem. That's the thing. Think about that right now. Where do I start? Here is always the question. Do not start thinking about what you want to do. Think about where you want to open your business. Don't start by thinking about what you want to do. Think where, not what. Think where, not what. That's the key. Where do you want to operate? Then from where you want to operate, what do those people need? What is lacking? What is missing in this area? That's how you think. Where do you want to operate? You can choose your own city. You can choose your zip code area. You can choose a city you're not familiar with. Wherever. I don't care where you are. Right? But I want you to clearly state where you're going to be operating, what problem you clearly see in that area. For some people, it may be easier to do somewhere where you currently live or reside or somewhere you're familiar. You can do the area around Prairie View if you want to do that. Completely, literally, 100% completely up to you, right? But think where before what. Now, why is that important? Because if you think about what first, you try to make it fit where you want to be, where you are. Does that make sense? Don't think what, because then you're going to try to make it fit where you want to be. Say, for instance, I live in Houston, right? So, but the Houston city is large. So I think, where do I want to operate? Maybe I'll do Katy. Maybe I'll do Pearland. Maybe I'll do the North Side, whatever the case is. So once I figure out where, then I need to think about, okay, what are the demographics of that area? Go back to your home study analysis. What are the demographics of that area? What are people lacking? What are the best businesses? Now, if you want your business plan to be great, some of you want A's, like for instance, you really want an A on this business plan. This is where you become personal, right? Including your business plan, maybe a survey that you did on social media, or for the people who live in your neighborhood, or people who go to your church, or through your family. You need at least 25 to 50 responses. That's the key. At least 25 to 50 responses if you do something like that. But you want to make sure that you're solving a problem. You want to make sure that you're solving the problem. From that point on, the devil is completely in the details. I hate to say it, but that's the truth. From that point on, the devil is in the details. Figuring out your marketing campaign, figuring out your target market, figuring out how much things are going to cost, figuring out where you're going to be located, figuring out how you're going to draw customers in, figuring out what you're going to do for your grand opening. But don't think about all that right now. Don't think about it all right now. I have another video for that next week. I have another video for all of that next week. This week, your focus, where, what? Where, what? How you going to get the what? Maybe you're going to do a survey. Maybe you're going to do a demographic analysis. Maybe you're going to do something like the zip code analysis. But you have to have a solid problem that you're solving. Where are you going to be located? What problem are you solving? That's your focus right now. Where are you going to be located? What problem are you going to solve? If you nail those two things down, the rest of the business plan will be easy for you. But if you stumble on these first two elements, trust me, everything else is going to be hard. Everything else is going to be hard. So don't do it. Where, what? That's the focus. Where, what? All right. Talk to you later. Bye.